Welcome back to another audio video. We'll be reading Genesis 6. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with men, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of man came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man, who I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof, with the lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee I will establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee. And of every living thing of all flesh 2 of every kind shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female, of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind. 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. And take thou unto thee all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them. Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so did he. Okay, so in this scripture, not a lot is being revealed here per se. However, I've come across the revelation that even though the angels, the sons of God, they were made before us and they were with God, and they are very close to God, but they saw the daughters of men, and they longed for the daughters of men, and they came to the earth and chose whom they wanted as wives, and they bore children with them, children that became mighty men, men that surpassed the years which God had intended for man to live, because angels live forever. As angels obviously have eaten from the tree of life, which God had protected in the Garden of Eden, so that Adam and Eve could not take from it also. And everything kind of comes back into place. So God had to restore the balance by getting rid of all of that, because like I was saying in an earlier audio video, God did not intend for us to live forever. And so when the angels, the sons of God, came to earth and consummated and bore children with the daughters of men, then there were men living surpassing the years that God had intended for men to live, and so they were wicked and cruel in their ways. It says here that, and God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And because the sons of God came down onto the earth and they bore children with the daughters of men, they disrupted that balance that God had intended for his creation. And so God had to remedy this. And so he was going to wipe out all of humankind and everything and restart his creation. However, Noah, a descendant of Seth, was found worthy by God to live on the face of the earth. And it got me to thinking, I too want to walk worthy of God, so that if God shall say there's too much evil going on in the land, I need to end this now, he will say, I can save you and your family because I've found you worthy. You've walked with me, so I will save you and your family. And that just really got me to thinking, everything always comes around full circle, because God's plan will always be executed. God's plan will always be executed. And so that is what I got from this scripture. God's perfect will always be done. Nothing that God intends to happen will not come to pass. It will always come to fruition. And so that is my revelation to you. That's more reason for us to trust in God and in his purpose for us and in his will for us. And so I just want you to take that with you. However, if you found revelations within this, there are other revelations within the scripture. However, I want to hear your thoughts and your revelations and what you thought about my revelation as well. I mean, you can always contest me. I'm operating under the spirit, but sometimes we're humans and we might get misled. I might have misinterpreted something God had intended for me to get. So I misinterpreted it. It has happened before, right? Where I've misinterpreted something that God told me. And that's just being human, and He always corrects it because God always confirms whatever He says. He always confirms it. So you always know. And so I want you to share your revelations with me down below in the comment section. And please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification, and share with your friends. Let us grow together. Have yourself a blessed day. See you in a few.